The OnePlus 3T did an amazing job at making almost every flagship look bad in 2016, but the question is if it still has enough to battle the new trends of 2017. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow, and let's find out. This is LG G6 versus OnePlus 3T. This comparison is actually more complicated than you'd think. On each hand, we hold two devices that we'd highly recommend, and where this video is really more a showcase of the reasons why you should pick either one or the other. Visually, I will admit I am a big fan of both devices. Whether you prefer the solid aluminum build of the OnePlus 3T or the glass and metal approach of the LG G6, both devices are elegant, sturdy, and feel great in the hand. About the only advantage I'd give LG is the fact that it has IP68 water and dust resistance, where the OnePlus 3T doesn't. Differences are also found in dimensions, even though they're hard to notice. The LG G6 is 4mm shorter and 4mm narrower than the 3T, even if a hair thicker and 5 grams heavier, but obviously we have an insane camera hump on the 3T where you don't have anything on the G6. LG manages to do this while also offering a taller 5.7-inch panel the company is dubbing its full vision display, offering little room for bezels, a new 2:1 aspect ratio or 18:9, and Quad HD Plus resolution. Its IPS technology offers great color reproduction and support for HDR10 and Dolby Vision. The 3T may have a smaller 5.5-inch display at 1080p resolution, but it's really hard not to love the fact that the company chose AMOLED with punchier color, and there are cases where you even notice the 3T having a brighter display as well. And as for added value, both companies offer different approaches to always-on displays, but I actually like both and I recommend both regardless. Internally, it's where things get tricky. Both devices support the same Snapdragon 821 processor, but then let's give everything else to OnePlus here. See, the 3T has 2 more gigs of RAM. It has dual SIM support, and even if it doesn't include expandable storage, the base storage doubles that of the G6 on the least expensive model. Both devices have the same size battery, and even if the G6 has wireless charging and Quick Charge 3.0, it doesn't top up nearly as fast as the OnePlus 3T does through dash charging. Now, I can't really say that those spec differences will be noticeable in how the phone handles graphics-intensive games or even day-to-day tasks, as neither of these devices struggles with anything you throw at them. Another thing I also love is that both companies are flexible about what you can do with the navigation buttons, but OnePlus offers up to 3 different triggers per button, where in the case of the G6, you really can only rearrange what the buttons do, and not all of these buttons are really useful, whereas on the OnePlus 3T, you can literally add anything you want. And that really takes us through the whole software approach, which is actually a matter of taste. I'm more of a fan of the clean and stock Android approach of OnePlus versus LG's proprietary skin, but it's understandable for LG to offer a better way to make use of this 2:1 aspect ratio, which is relatively new. Now, the problem with LG's approach is that it doesn't really offer advantages into how you can trigger buttons at the top of such a tall display, where even OnePlus lets you set navigation buttons to hit menus whenever you need them, even though they're still not reachable, so it's just half-baked regardless. Where I will give points to OnePlus is the fact that it's now running Android 7.1.1 Nougat here, where LG continues to lag behind on the G6 with Android 7.0, even if the company promised 7.1 at launch. Now, the reason why 7.1 is so important is mainly because of its battery optimizations, where I've been able to land a full day with the 3T without a problem, and where the G6 really struggles to achieve a day of moderate use. I won't declare a winner in phone calls, mainly because both devices sound great, and both also disappoint in offering just the single firing speaker at the bottom that's easy to muffle. Now, both devices passed Juan's real audio review with flying colors, so even if the speaker experience is not the best, you can trust either of these with your headphone audio. And then when it comes to the cameras, well, this is really not much of a debate anymore. See, the G6 has a superior camera experience regardless, even if the OnePlus 3T has done a ton of improvements. The reason why is because the G6 doesn't just sport the added value of two separate cameras with different fields of view, but also that the G6 performs better in low light when compared to the 3T. During the day, you can't really tell much of a difference on either, but there is just too much of a difference in convenience when you add the wide-angle camera of the G6, where none is really offered with the OnePlus 3T, and this convenience is even offered with the selfie shooter in the case of the G6 when compared to the 3T. I have also noticed improvements in video stabilization with the 3T after the recent Nougat update, but really, side by side, you can notice that the G6 will handle certain movement a little better. Overall, this is one of those very difficult comparisons where, as I mentioned in the beginning, it's really pointless to declare a winner. These are two great phones that anyone would feel proud of using, and that I wouldn't mind recommending to both my friends and family. Obviously, the 3T is significantly less expensive than the G6, but in 2017, it's really hard to say that you're getting more for your money given all the design changes of the G6. And in addition to that, the G6 also offers a better camera experience and IP68 water and dust resistance. Still, if these things aren't crucial to you, you could save a couple of bucks and go for the 3T. What I will tell you is that regardless of which device you pick, I am sure you will not regret it. Folks, just like this, we've got more comparisons in the pipeline, so make sure you follow us on social media and hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.